Hey guys, it's Bailey. Welcome back to the channel. This is going to be a quick review of the brand new e.l.f. Lock-On Gel Eyeliner Pencils. They retail for $3 individually and they sent me 5 of the 6 brand new shades. I recently used these in a tutorial, kind of like the e.l.f. The brow products that I recently used from them. A lot of you guys wanted to see a review, so here we are. Right off the bat, as the name probably gives it away, these are supposed to be a gel eyeliner formula in a pencil format. It makes it easier to rim the eyes, both in the waterline as well as outside, and then on the other end you get a spongy tip to blend product out. Now this is kind of a different looking sponge tip, not drastically different. It's not quite as pointed as a lot of other sponge tips out there, and it's slightly longer. I think it's not as harsh and hard as a lot of other sponge tips because a lot of the time I'll find that I'm applying product, go to use that sponge tip, and it's just too harsh to use on my upper lash line. And I think I do have lids that are slightly more sensitive than others, but not by much, so I can't imagine I'm the only one with that problem. I found that these were actually pretty gentle on my upper lash line, and of course the softness of the product helps a lot as well. That is something I want to talk about though, because one thing I noticed across the board with the 5 shades that I have is a little bit of inconsistency when it comes to texture and color payoff. So first I want to start with the shades that I'm wearing on my eyes, that way we can get straight into the demo. The first of which is the brown. It's called Want It Brown, and it's a relatively unique shade. Of all the browns in my collection, I couldn't find anything that really came close to it, high-end or drugstore. It has kind of a blackened base with a metallic coppery brown shimmer. Very unique. However, this was one of the liners that was a little bit harder. I think you'll be able to tell a difference between this, which I use to create a soft cat eye or a soft flick on my upper lash line as well as along my lower lash line, as compared to something like the black that I'll talk about in a second, or the green that I used in a previous tutorial, which are both super creamy. This was a little bit more dry and a little bit harder to blend out. Obviously you can see from the look I'm wearing, it's not absolutely impossible, but if you have sensitive eyes, you might run into a little bit of irritation if you find you have to tug to really blend it out. And it's definitely not one I would wear on my waterline because of that texture. Something like that tends not to apply well or last long on my waterline, but it really did last well on my lid. Onto the black shade called Crave It Black. I'm wearing that both in my upper and lower waterline. This is one of the stars. It's really an essential black. It has a creamy matte finish. It's almost like a kohl pencil in the way it applies. It gives you plenty of time to smudge and move it around if you are applying it on your lid, but once it dries down, it lasted all stinking day. It's definitely one of the stars of the collection, so if you're needing a good basic black liner, you really can't beat it for $3. Next up is Get It Green. This I used probably in the most recent tutorial as I upload this, so if you want to go see that in use, definitely go check it out. This is another really unique green shade. I once again compared it to everything I had in my collection. As you can see right here, I have all my comparison swatches, and it's less forest green than a lot of liners out there, but also less teal. It's like the perfect match between the two of those, and it's more of a metallic finish, so there aren't any shimmers, anything like that. It's a true creamy eyeliner. This is another winner from the collection because the texture is so smooth. It really is like a gel liner, but in pencil form. Applies really smoothly, whether it's to the lid or the waterline, lasts just as long as the black does. Once again, another winner. Next up is Need It Navy. A lot like the black, it has that same creamy matte finish. And for those of you who might shy away from a blue liner, something like navy, this is really more of a black and blue. I think it's going to be within the comfort zone of people who like the black liner, but it's blue enough to really bring out the whites of your eyes. And this again, super creamy texture, really easy to blend, but once it dries down, lasts all day. Another one of the shades that I would recommend from this collection. And the last of the shades that I have is a nude. It's called Yes to Nude, and I am so conflicted with this shade because it is an amazing nude liner. Obviously, it's great for opening up the eyes if you apply it on your waterline. It's also great as a base because these are that long-lasting gel texture. If you use it to prime, it'll last all day, but this is such a soft pencil. It broke even in swatching. So then I had to go sharpen it and it broke yet again. I thought maybe it's because it was under hot lights as I'm taking pictures. It really is just a very soft pencil. So it's very hard to apply in the waterline, which would be my main use for it. You could put it in the freezer, kind of harden it up, and then warm it up on the back of your hand right before you wanted to use it. I personally know that if I put a beauty product in the freezer, I will never think to use it. But if you really want to make a $3 eyeliner work, I think it could be a solution. Beyond that though, it's not one of these shades that I would recommend. So to sum everything up, I would leave the nude and the brown, but absolutely check out the green, navy, and black if you are looking for some amazing, long-lasting gel pencil liners that are just $3. So that's it for me. I really hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope it was helpful. I know that when things first launch with any brand, but in particular e.l.f., it's so easy to see it and hop right on it because they are so affordable, but I hope this kind of helped you decide which shades you want, which might not work for you, all that good stuff. Thank you once again for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!